Welcome back to AM Northwest. With the rapidly changing and often uncertain job market, you might find yourself needing to make a quick career pivot. Here to share important steps to take, we welcome back strategic advisor and executive coach, Dr. Parker Walsh. Great to see you.
You too.
Yeah, we're kind of in a tumultuous situation right now.
Yes, very much so. My phone has been ringing off the hook about every week. I get a call saying, can you support me in making a pivot or make a transition, because we're being impacted by either layoffs or loss of funding or so many things that are happening right now.
So one of the steps you say when it comes to thinking about making a career pivot, and it's a big one, is create career clarity. What is what you want to do?
Yeah, exactly. You know, this if you're lucky enough to have an opportunity to not rush into just throwing your resume out after something, this is a great time to take a moment to reflect on, do I want to stay in the career that I was in, or do I want to make a pivot? Those are the conversations I've been having recently with people calling, is that, you know, I've been doing this for 15 years, for 20 years. I think I want to do something different, and this is a great opportunity to do that. And it doesn't take forever to figure that out, right? You can take a couple of weeks just to ask some really pointed questions around your interests, your values, examining your skills and your expertise, and to really ask yourself, do I want to keep moving in the direction I've been moving, or is this an opportunity for me to really think about doing something completely different? Really examining my skill sets to say, what else can I do out there in the world? And this is a really beautiful time to do it. And I would say this is also a great thing. You can use AI to help throw in all that information like a blender and see if it gives you some other options and ideas to think about in terms of what other career opportunities are out there for you.
And there are some action steps that you suggest folks take.
Yes. And the first thing is to take about an hour or two for the next 2 weeks. Just take it, you know, either every day or every other day over the next 2 weeks, and just sit down and reflect on, what have I been doing over the last however many years? What skills have I been using? What's my expertise? What's my education? And how can all of that be translated into something that really appeals to me? What are my values? And a good way to do that is to juxtapose that to what you've been doing and where you have been working. What have been the things that you've loved, and what have been the things that you have not loved that you either want to repeat or not repeat in terms of a next career move?
You also say to identify like former colleagues, like 15 to 20 of your former colleagues.
Absolutely. This is a perfect time to be strategic. And if you spend some time really having the clarity of what you want to do next, you don't reach out to people and say, hey, I'm looking, because then you'll get 20 different ideas about what you can do. So you want to be really strategic around what it is that you're looking for. And so what I suggest is, like, identify 10, 12, 15 past mentors, colleagues, people that you used to work with, friends, and let them know specifically what you're looking for, so they can really have a targeted approach to introducing you to people.
Good idea.
Giving referrals to you that are really aligned with where you really want to go, as opposed to just giving you generic ideas that may or may not serve you.
Create your own job description, you say.
Yes, this is a big one. What you should do is focus on your capabilities that can translate across industry, and not just look at a job title, because every industry calls a job a different thing. And if you get focused around trying to go after a title, you may miss opportunities. So what I say first is to sit down and create your own job description. What it would look like? What are the competencies that you bring to the table? What's your expertise that you bring to the table? How do you want to work? Who do you want to work for? What's the reporting relationship look like? Like, really answer those questions for yourself, and then go out and see if you can find something that matches that, as opposed to you trying to fit your round peg into a square hole by looking at somebody else's job description.
That makes sense. And then you say to build your digital presence to fit what's coming up.
Exactly. So, you know, the first thing anyone's going to look at if you're going to apply for anything is going to be your LinkedIn profile. So you don't want it to reflect on where you've been. You want it to really articulate where it is that you want to go. So once you're clear, have that clarity, and you built that job description, and you know what you want to step into, build a future-ready bio, right? You can put on there that you're open for work, but you want to make sure that it's articulating the job you want to move into, the career you really want to step into, and your ability to step into that career, versus just, here's what I've done, and hopefully you can make sense of it and find something for me.
And then you say consider strategic stepping stones.
So Here's the thing, while you're doing all of that, if you're in a position where you absolutely need financial security, then think about what I call bridge opportunities, those things that are temporary jobs that maybe you can take or temporary things you can do so that you're bringing in some type of income, and that while you're waiting on that greater opportunity, you have something that you can do. So think about some opportunities that
leads
you
you to what you ultimately want.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And if it's something that, and that's ideal.
Right.
But if you can't find something that leads you there, just think of it as a bridge job. Just take something that's going to keep you financially safe and not have you panic while
Right.
you're going through this process. But hopefully it can be something that's going to leapfrog you into something else. So if it's something that's a lesser pay, or if it's a different industry, but it's definitely giving you some skill sets and some competencies that will help you for where you want to go next, just think of it as that bridge opportunity.
Are you seeing that people are feeling hopeless right now, or when it comes to like a career pivot? Because that's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. I mean, people who have been in a particular career for a long period of time are feeling a little hopeless.
Right.
I mean, because they've poured their life, they've poured their energy, they've poured their passion into a certain career path.
And now they're being forced to think of something
And
else.
now they're being forced pretty unexpectedly
Right.
to try to pivot into something completely different. So it's not like they were thinking about leaving, or they were
Right.
thinking about doing something different, or they've been dreaming about doing something different. Now they are forced to actually have those conversations right now. And for some people, that can be really, disparaging,
Right.
for them.
Yeah.
For others who may have been thinking about it, it could be seen as an opportunity. So I get people from both ends of the spectrum.
Right.
People who are really, upset and worried, and those who are looking at it as a great time and an opportunity to do something
Try
new in their
something
life.
different.
Yeah.
Dr. Carol Parker Walsh, you're the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back with more AM Northwest.